Hi everyone, my name is Maria and I am the Green Stitcher here on Flosstube and over on Instagram. Today I wanted to share my favorite cross-stitch kits from my stash. So as part of the little series about myself and about my stitching for the last few years, I have made 3 videos so far. So you've seen the my favorite finished designs, my favorite FFO designs, you've seen my 10 favorite patterns from stash, and today I'm showing you my 10 favorite kits. If you hear some background noise, that's Moira. She wants to be in the video today. And she might even pop somewhere on the screen because she's just missing me and wants to be in the same room. So for anyone who is a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and choosing to spend time with me. For anyone new, welcome. My name is Maria. I am a cross stitcher from Belarus who lives in UK and have been stitching for about 8.5 years now. And yeah, this is my channel. I've started it in March 2024 and it's been going really great so far. I've loved talking to all of you and I've loved your comments and suggestions and making these videos that I'm hoping are helpful, if not then entertaining at least. And so today I'm showing you some of my stash. So the reason I'm doing a smaller sort of version, 10 favorite patterns, 10 favorite kits, is I don't have a really big stash. I think it's about under 200 units. However, I do not want to film a video that's like 3-4 hours long and showing you sort of everything I have. The princess is here with me. Come on, stay here with me. Stay with Mama. Okay. I'm only showing you a small portion of my stash, but I thought I'd go over all of the things I have, choose sort of my favorite 10 kits, 10 favorite patterns, and mostly they're by my favorite designers or by my favorite manufacturers of kits. And I'll link here to the video about 10 favorite patterns. Some of them are digital that you can buy sort of on Etsy and other places. Some of them are from books, some of them are from, you can just buy a physical version of the pattern as a booklet made by the designer themselves. So there's quite a variety of designers, styles, and sort of types of patterns. Today, like I said, we'll be looking at my kits. And I'll be showing you 10 favorite in no particular order. They are of different time that they were designed and manufactured, that I bought them personally. They're again different manufacturers and different styles and types of threads as well. But I hope you'll find it entertaining, and let's get to it. So to start this off, I'll show you one of my favorite kits that I got in the last couple of years, and one of my favorite designers as well. So this is a kit by Riolis, and this one is called Traveling Sorcerer, and this one has wool acrylic threads in it. I love stitching with wool acrylic threads. I have done a few designs before. You have seen the Kiss by Riolis as well that I stitched in the last couple of years in my favorite finished designs video. So this is one from my stash, and if you haven't seen them before, oh, I actually opened it, so that's great. If you haven't seen these before, they come, well, the newer version of the kits, and this is a newer design. So they come with wool acrylic threads, which is a blend, bobbinated on these long bobbins, and you can either cut them after each color and have like individual ones, or you can just stitch from here, which is normally what I do. They're normally bobbinated in one strand, so it makes it quite nice and easy. Just pull one off, cut it, and then you know, make 2 out of it. So that is the colors. I love this color palette. It uses 14 count white Ada, I think I will just probably stick to it because it's full coverage in this case. And so the design itself is absolutely gorgeous and lovely. It reminds me of the Lord of the Rings, obviously, but also if you have read the famous series by Patrick Rothfuss called, well, I don't know the name of the series. So the names of the first two books are The Name of the Wind and The Wise Man's Fear. It reminds me of it reminds me of the main character's family and how they traveled around and they've put on shows and they've done the performances and they would sing the songs, and they were these nomads living out of these wooden houses on wheels. So yeah, I just love this design. I love using these threads, like I said, and when I get to it, I'm sure it's going to be an absolute blast to stitch. Another one of my favorites is a kit by Heritage Crafts, and it's haystacks designed by based on John Clayton's watercolors, and here is the design. I love John Clayton designs charted by Heritage Crafts. I have done quite a few. I have done one of these sort of circular ones before, and I loved it, but this particular one has a special place in my heart. This was actually a gift as well, which was amazing, and this one came with all of the DMC colors on floss cards, and then I think this has 27 count Linda. It looks like even weave to me. It's not Ada, is it? No, it's even weave for sure. I, however, do stitch them on 32 count because I need to fit them in a particular size frame. I have a stack of these round wooden frames that people use to display decorative plates in, and I bought them and I finished my cross stitch in them. So it's haystacks in the summer and a lovely little pheasant running around. This reminds me a lot of the area where my old job used to be, and I would drive through the fields, like I told you in one of the previous videos. In winter I would see the fields covered in snow with a bit of fog as well in the morning, and horses and ducks. And this one reminds me of the summertime. So much greenery, haystacks everywhere, and pheasants as well, running around, running about. Such beautiful birds, but so silly and get in trouble so easily. Also reminds me of our holiday a couple of years ago going to Wales. Yeah, I love it. Absolutely. Such a green design, as you can tell. So many green colors, just gorgeous. And I'm sure I'm going to have an absolute best time stitching it. Another of my favorite designers and companies. The company itself, I think, is no longer designing, and yeah, I don't know the exact logistics, but so this is Lake District by Devonwater Designs. I don't think the company itself exists anymore. I know that Bothy Threads still create kits based on the designs they've made. I think they got bought out probably. I don't think Bothy Threads create any more new designs by, I think it was Rose Swalwell. I think she might have been the designer for Devonwater. I love Devonwater Designs. I've stitched quite a few things from them. I've got this seasonal series that I'm doing at the moment. I've got more in stash here, but this is definitely my favorite. We did get to go to Lake District a couple of years ago, and we were both just absolutely in love. We stayed at a local B&B for a few days, walked around the lakes, went hiking into like the local little mountains and hills. It was lovely, it was wonderful. We drove around a little bit as well, and yeah, we just had the best time. And we went in summer for our anniversary, I think, or yeah, I think it was in summer, and we've always said we're going to go back there in autumn someday, and so hopefully soon. I love the sampler. Not only does it have this lovely landscape with the lakes, it also has a poem by William Wordsworth, I believe, has some lovely sheep and daffodils, and this lovely writing, which might look like variegated thread, but it's actually just a few different colors of DMC. If you haven't seen these before, they come on a floss card, but not looped. They're just sort of pulled through. And then I'll show you upside down, so you can, this is upside down. Some of them use just DMCs, some of them use a combination of DMC and anchor threads. And I think this is all anchor by the looks of it. I think they normally do like a little asterisk or something around the colors that are DMC. But yeah, lovely, lovely colors, so gentle and wonderful. It uses, I think it's a 14 count ivory cream, something like that, Ada. I do have a fabric in mind for this. I already got it in my stash. It's an overdyed by Picture This Plus. Lovely, like gentle blue and purplish mottled, and so I think it will look perfect, just absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and I completely forgot, because it's so gentle, the whole frame, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, the whole frame is made up of the names of the lakes that make the Lake District. So yeah, absolutely love this. I want to start it so much, you guys, but like I said, I have too many on the go, so I need to finish a few things before I start all of these. Next one is my only, I believe, Mill Hill on the list. Nope, not the only one. One of the two. I do love to stitch Mill Hills. I love the combination of cotton threads and beads and buttons. I love perforated paper. Most of the Mill Hills I have stitched and will stitch are going to be or have been done on perforated paper. And then this design is just one of my absolute favorites. So this is Mum Wreath. And it's an autumn wreath with chrysanthemums, and they're just beautiful and gorgeous. It does not do it justice, the cover picture. I have seen someone stitch it recently. I haven't seen it in person, but even on video it looked a million times better, and then in real life it probably looked like a billion times better. So it's an autumn wreath. I love autumn as a season and autumn designed in cross stitch specifically, and I think the combination of colors here is just fantastic. This design, however, I do want to probably stitch on fabric. The reason being is it does use dark navy paper, but you're meant to fill in everything inside the frame, and I don't think it looks great, but I don't think it's very interesting to do that. I've also seen someone stitch it on a it wasn't like just a regular mottled hand-dyed fabric. It was sort of space themed almost, with like a little bit of stars and planets, and I don't know, it looked just really lovely. I think the shape and the pattern of the design itself looks like planets or comets, or you know, something like that. It looks absolutely gorgeous. The beads they use in this one are amazing. I just love the combination of the purple and orange, and then they also use a really lovely button here as well. So love this design so much. The reason it has a red sticker is I was really lucky to get it at an L&S. I stopped by on a holiday in UK and got it for half the price, I think. And I don't know if you can get it anymore. I have had it for some time, but I think they've either taken it out of production or they're trying to sort something out with the new buttons. As you know, Mill Hill has stopped using the hand painted ceramic buttons and are using now the plastic Just Another Button Company buttons, which I don't mind. I like both. This one, however, still has the older ceramic button, which, oh, I love it. Looks so great. So there is the first Mill Hill. I'll show you the other mill heel in just a second. I'll get to it after the two next ones. So one of the best, I think, designs in my collection and an absolute gem is a Christmas tree skirt. I have been looking for one for a while now. I do like them. I would like to stitch one. I have been looking at a few different kits. The reason I wanted a kit is just to get the fabric for it. Just even the plain, not dyed, nothing, would cost, I don't know, like, I think it would probably cost as much as a kit costs if you find a kit at a regular price. And so I've seen people buy the kits that they didn't want to stitch with the fabric that they wanted to use, and then they would just stitch a different design that is OOP, for example. But I got lucky. I actually found it on Amazon, I think. It wasn't like a special sort of having to dig through eBay or, yeah. So this is Dimensions. I think it's a gold collection as well, possibly. It is the what's it called properly? Holiday Harmony tree skirt, and it has musical instruments and poinsettias and holly and ribbons, and it just looks so lovely. Has my favorite colors on it. And I've decided to go with this one. Like I said, found the kit on Amazon. I think it was around £50 when I bought it a couple of years ago. I've seen others with other designs still available. As you can see, judging by the new cover, it's a recent release. I mean, the design has been around forever, but they've released these kits recently, so I'm sure more are available at the moment. It uses this is a stack, an insane amount of 11 count Aida. It's a whole square piece. It's not, I thought when it came to me, it would have been already cut, you know, in a circle with a cutout in the middle to be shaped as a Christmas tree skirt. It's not. You have to sew it yourself when you're done. The regular Dimensions floss card, so many threads. I won't even probably take them out. This one is massive. Like, it's like, you know, when you buy a new set of bed sheets, like it's that thick, the packaging. It's like a few inches thick. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I want to start it so much. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's in white Aida. So have a cheeky plan to buy some red dye and do some fabric dyeing for myself. Maybe something country mocha, or you know, something around that. So make it a bit more parchmenty. I think it will still look fantastic. Oh, and because it is on 11 count, it uses 3 strands for cross stitch, which I love stitching with three strands, so I don't mind at all. And so this could be a Christmas start again. It's not massive. It's about 30,000 stitches, and it could be a great yearly project where I stitch a bit on it every month. Before I started filming for the English speaking YouTube, again, I think I said it before, I have had a bit of a break from stitching, but also rethink of the things I stitch and the things I like in cross stitch. And so I have gone through my stash and I have sold quite a few kits. I think more than 10. A lot of them were Dimensions Gold Collection big landscapes that are sort of almost full coverage. I just don't find that I'm interested in full coverage in that sense anymore, and I would much rather stitch in something with a smaller design and also that uses a few different types of materials. I want to try hand dyed, I want to try silk and more beads and all the things. However, a few Dimensions kits that I had in my stash are just so close to my heart and just so lovely that I couldn't resist, and I did keep them and I'm going to stitch them. So one of my favorites is this lovely garden door. I have loved it since I saw it first time a few years ago. I think this one might be an out of production and not super easy to find, or maybe if it is easy then it costs like double what it would have cost from the manufacturer. I think I found it on eBay. It was opened already. It's like ripped open, things are falling out. I don't mind. You know, in these dimensions with the floss cards, you can tell if it's been tampered with. I'm sure it hasn't, it's fine. And so I was absolutely over the moon that I could find it. It has this lovely little tabby cat sitting in the garden and the straw hat, and I love how dimensions work with shade and light and the 3D, and it just like really immerses you into the picture. And it, like, when I look at it, I could almost feel the summer breeze on my skin and hear the sound of the wind in the trees, and I just love this so much. I'm going to definitely stitch it. I think a lot of the designers have stitches, so it won't be too long, and just beautiful. Then we come to my next favorite, Mill Hill. Again, I've got quite a few smaller ones and quite a few of these bigger sort of square ones, and it wasn't easy to choose, but this definitely has to be one of the favorites. I think this is a vintage one that they reissued recently. It's called B Square, designed in 1997, and I've got a kit, like I said. I think it's just so beautiful that it uses all sorts of specialty stitches besides cross stitch. Lovely, lovely colors, and 2 buttons, not even one. A bee, and I think it's what are they called? Pansy. Lovely colors of threads, obviously all to do with bees, and yeah, I'm just in love. And this is another candidate for me to start on my Stitchy Friends Masha's birthday in June. Possibly this one. It's just so gorgeous. Like I said, the combination of specialty stitches. I think Mill Hill used to use more specialty stitches back in the day. I think newer designs are probably more full cross heavy and bead heavy. One of my only RTO kits left in my stash is, again, another absolute beauty, and a lot of green stuff. I love green, what can I say? So this one is called Rainbow, and it has this lovely garden full of bees and flowers and a little summer house in the background with a rainbow. I fell in love with the flowers, if I'm being honest with you, in the front, and just the combination of colors. These vintage greens and yellows and mauvey pinks just hit the spot for me. Yeah, it's just so cozy, so warm, so just fantastic. It looks quite gentle and sort of almost vintagey pale, right? This is the color of the fabric, and this is one of the colors of the threads in it. So I'm not sure how realistic the cover photo is. However, I'll obviously use everything from the kit except for the fabric. I think, yeah, it's not full coverage whatsoever. I think I will swap the fabric from the kit for something from my stash. Possibly an overdyed as well to give a bit of mottling, especially in the clouds at the top. It looks beautiful. I would love to stitch it. So much green. Such a beauty. Lovely. I open all of my kits, I don't mind. And then, yeah, this one because they use DMC threads, I also went and matched them with my DMC color card so I can put away the leftovers when I'm done with it. It uses, I believe this is 14 count blue Ada, and it's quite stiff as well. So like I said, I will definitely be swapping it for a piece of linen from my stash. Let's do another dimensions kit, that is one of my favorites. I was hunting after this one. I could not find it anywhere, or I wasn't willing to pay 60 quid for it. So when I did find it finally at a decent price, I was very excited. I didn't even open this one actually. So this is Cottage Enchantment, and it's a lovely English cottage with an old thatched roof and a lovely, beautiful plum or cherry tree, maybe apple tree, and some flowers in the front as well. Something about it just made me fall in love instantaneously. So like I said, I was hunting after it, finally found it. It's the one with the newer organization again. This is the Dimensions Floss cards. It has 14 count ivory Ada, which I'll probably swap for a linen from Stash. And yeah, it was really hard. I have about a handful, maybe 5 or 10 dimensions left in my stash. And they're all my favorites because, like I said, I went through all of them and sold quite a few. And it was really hard to nail it down to just a couple. And it's already like my 4th one on the list, right? So absolutely love it. They managed to create these really lovely and realistic pictures of, you know, whatever, landscapes, houses, seascapes as well. Just so beautiful. I love that they use the combination again of crosses and half crosses, and it's just so much more interesting to stitch. And then the last one, I will actually have to insert the picture. It's a bit of a stretch that it's a kit, but it is a kit in my view. So the lovely Owl Forest embroidery give you the option to either buy a kit for a lot of the designs they make, or you can buy the PDF pattern on their website, and you can buy a set of threads specially dyed for it. This is the design by Owl Forest Embroidery. It uses this gorgeous dark green fabric that you can get as part of the kit, like I said, or you can get the pack of threads and the PDF pattern, which is what I did. So as one of the gifts for my birthday or New Year's or something, my friend got me a few of these and I bought the PDF patterns for them. So it uses a lot of green, obviously, but also brown, a red, and there's this lovely color that goes from a light green to this sort of caramel hazelnut brown. Absolutely love this. I actually have plans for this design, so I'll probably announce it closer to the time. Yeah, I think it might be a bit too early, a few months too early, but I'm planning to start it this year, and you'll know about it, and I'll make a tiny video about it, or I'll talk about it in my plans. And yeah, I love this design. I love Owl Forest. I think they're absolutely genius and just so talented. The color combinations, the way they use colored fabrics for their designs, and how they always come up with new interesting things, and they have the wonderful yearly stitch alongs that are free and you can join in whenever you want to. I just think they are a fantastic designer and just really lovely to work with. So yeah, here are my favorite 10 kits from my stash. Just a little sort of sneak peek into the designs that I still have in my collection and I'm planning to stitch at some point. Like I said, obviously I have more, but these are my absolute favorites that if I had all of my current whips done and finished, I could start all straight away. So I hope you liked this video. I hope you found it entertaining, or maybe found the designs that you've never seen before that you would like to stitch now. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comments below. I hope you have a wonderful stitchy time, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!